In the heart of the Eastern Caribbean, where the warm, azure waters of the sea meet the deeper blue of the Atlantic, lies an island born of volcanic fire. It is a land of dramatic, emerald green mountains that tumble into the ocean, of dense rainforests alive with the chorus of unseen creatures, and of a people whose spirit is as vibrant and resilient as the landscape they inhabit. This is a place where the air is thick with the scent of salt and tropical blossoms, and the rhythm of life moves to a slower, more deliberate beat. This is Saint Lucia. From above, it appears as a jewel of the Lesser Antilles, a landscape of intense, almost impossible beauty. The iconic Pitons stand as sentinels, ancient volcanic plugs that have become the island's enduring symbol. But to look beyond the postcard vistas and the sun-drenched luxury resorts is to discover a nation with a deep and complex soul. It is a society woven from a rich tapestry of African, French, and British heritage, creating a unique and powerful Creole culture that is the true heart of the island. This is a story not of a fleeting vacation, but of a permanent home. It is a story of connection to the fertile land, to the bountiful sea, and most importantly, to the warm, welcoming communities that define the quiet, authentic rhythm of life in Saint Lucia. The day in Saint Lucia begins with the soft, tropical light. In the coastal towns and fishing villages that cling to the island's shores, the morning routine is tied to the sea. In places like Soufriere, nestled in the shadow of the Pitons, or the bustling fishing hub of Dennery on the Atlantic coast, the first sounds are of fishermen preparing their boats and nets, their quiet conversations carrying on the gentle morning breeze. The sea is not just a view, it is the community's provider, its clock, and its oldest partner. Further inland, in the hillside villages that dot the island's mountainous interior, the day starts with the rhythm of the land. The air is cooler here, filled with the scent of damp earth and wood smoke. Families begin their day with a strong cup of local coffee or a pot of cocoa tea, a warm, spiced chocolate drink. Morning routines are unhurried. It is a time for tending to small garden plots where yams, dasheen, and bananas grow, or for preparing children for school. The local bakery is a central hub, the aroma of freshly baked Creole bread, a dense, slightly sweet loaf, signaling the true start of the day. Life is lived at a human scale, built on a foundation of close-knit community. Neighbors are not strangers. They are an extension of the family, a concept known as voisinage. A morning walk is a social event, a series of unhurried greetings and conversations over a garden fence. Anonymity is a foreign concept. Everyone knows everyone, and the well-being of one is the concern of all. The family is the undisputed center of the Saint Lucian universe. It is a powerful, often multi-generational unit that serves as the primary source of support, identity, and social life. Homes are places of constant activity and open doors, where the lines between private and public space often blur. Beyond the family unit, the church often serves as another pillar of community life, with Sunday services being as much a social gathering as a religious observance. Life is also lived in the informal moments, the liming or hanging out on a street corner, the shared drink at a local rum shop, the unhurried chats that punctuate any errand. It is in these simple, dependable routines that the true, peaceful heartbeat of the island can be felt. To understand Saint Lucia is to understand its culture, a rich and resilient fusion of African heritage, French colonial traditions, and British influence. This history is not confined to museums. It is a living, breathing force that shapes the island's identity. The soul of this identity is expressed in the Creole language. While English is the official language of government and education, Creole, a French-based Creole, is the language of the home, the market, and the heart. To hear it spoken is to hear the echo of the island's history, a language forged in the crucible of slavery and survival, and now a powerful symbol of national pride. This pride is celebrated with particular passion during the annual Journée Creole, or Creole Day. On this day, the entire nation embraces its heritage. People dress in traditional Madras plaid, offices and schools host Creole breakfasts, and the sounds of the Creole language and folk music fill the air. It is a vibrant, island-wide affirmation of a unique identity. This vibrant heritage is most spectacularly on display during the annual carnival, a riot of color, music, and dance that overtakes the island. It is a time of joyous release and creative expression, where calypso and soca music provide the pulsating soundtrack for elaborate parades of costumed bands. But tradition is also found in the quieter moments, in the folk tales of the mischievous Tibolom and the fearsome La Diablesse, passed down through generations. In the rhythm of the La Rose and La Marguerite flower festivals, unique cultural events where rival societies honor their floral emblems with music and pageantry. Music is the island's lifeblood. The infectious beats of soca and calypso dominate the airwaves, but the soulful sounds of zouk, a legacy of the French-Caribbean connection, are also ever present. This cultural identity is a source of immense pride. It is a quiet confidence in being Saint Lucian, a feeling of belonging to a place with a unique and powerful story. The Saint Lucian economy is a story of adaptation, a blend of traditional livelihoods and modern global commerce. For decades, the island was known as the Helen of the West, a territory fought over by the French and British for its sugar plantations. Later, the economy was dominated by the green gold of the banana industry. While banana farming still exists, particularly in the island's fertile valleys, its dominance has waned, replaced by the powerful engine of tourism. Today, tourism is the undisputed backbone of the national economy. The island's breathtaking beauty attracts visitors from around the world, fueling a vast industry of hotels, restaurants, tour operators, and transportation services. From the bustling hub of Rodney Bay in the north to the boutique luxury resorts around Soufriere, the hospitality sector is the largest employer. It provides crucial jobs and opportunities, but it also creates a complex dependence. The fortunes of the national economy often rise and fall with the global travel market, a reality that brings both prosperity and vulnerability. Beyond the resorts, the traditional pillars of the economy endure. The fishing industry remains a vital way of life in coastal communities. Every day, fishermen set out in their pirogues, returning with a catch of tuna, dorado, and snapper that is sold at local markets and to restaurants. Small-scale agriculture continues, with farmers growing everything from cocoa and coconuts to ground provisions for the local market. A new generation of entrepreneurs is also emerging, creating small businesses in everything from craft production in villages like Choiseul, known for its traditional pottery and basket weaving, to innovative tech startups. For most St. Lucians, life is a hustle, a constant effort to build a secure future in an economy of both immense opportunity and significant challenges. It is a daily balancing act between serving a global clientele and sustaining a local way of life. For the average St. Lucian family, the daily reality is shaped by the cost of living, a constant negotiation between island resources and global prices. In a small island nation that imports a significant portion of its food, fuel, and consumer goods, everyday expenses can be high. A trip to a modern supermarket reveals this reality, where a box of imported cereal or a bottle of olive oil can cost significantly more than it would in North America or Europe. This makes access to fresh, local produce not just a preference, but an economic necessity. Housing costs vary dramatically across the island. Rent for a simple apartment in the capital city of Castries or the northern hub of Gros Islet can be high, driven by the demands of the tourism and business sectors. In the smaller, more remote villages of the south and east, housing is more affordable, but job opportunities may be scarcer. Most families manage their budgets through careful planning and a reliance on the local economy. They buy fresh produce from the Castries market or from roadside stalls, purchase fish directly from the fishermen, and support local bakeries and small shops. Transportation for most people is not by private car, but by the island's extensive network of privately owned minibuses. These buses are the lifeblood of the island, a cheap and efficient, if sometimes crowded, way to travel between towns and villages. They are a shared public space, a place for conversation and connection, their routes often filled with the sound of reggae or soca music. Utilities like electricity and internet can be expensive, another reflection of the island's geographic isolation. For the ordinary family, life requires a deep sense of resourcefulness and a strong community support system, a reliance on each other to navigate the economic realities of life on a small, beautiful, and expensive island. St. Lucian food is a direct and honest reflection of its history and its landscape. Simple, hearty, and bursting with flavor. The cuisine is a rich Creole blend built around the fresh ingredients that the land and sea provide. The undisputed national dish is green figs and salt fish. The green figs are not figs at all, but young, unripe bananas, which are boiled and served with salted cod that has been sautéed with local herbs, peppers, and onions. It is a dish born of necessity and history, combining local produce with the preserved fish of the colonial trade routes, and it remains a beloved staple. The sea, of course, provides an abundance of inspiration. A freshly caught red snapper, or mahi-mahi, simply grilled over a charcoal fire and served with a squeeze of lime, is a cherished ritual. Creole seafood dishes, rich with coconut milk, garlic, and local spices, are a highlight of the cuisine. The fertile volcanic soil provides a bounty of ground provisions, starchy vegetables like dasheen, yams, and sweet potatoes, and most importantly, breadfruit. A roasted breadfruit, its flesh soft and smoky, is a common and beloved accompaniment to any meal. Home cooking is the heart of the island's food culture. Recipes are passed down through generations, and a shared family meal is the anchor of the week. The Sunday lunch is a culinary event, a feast of stewed chicken, rice and peas, macaroni pie, and fried plantains. Street food is also an essential part of the culinary scene. Along the roadside, you can find vendors selling bakes, a type of fried dough, and akra or fish cakes, perfect for a quick and satisfying snack. Food in Saint Lucia is more than just sustenance. It is a celebration of community, a tangible connection to the island's history, and the truest expression of its warm and generous spirit. To truly understand Saint Lucia is to understand its nature. The landscape is not a passive backdrop. It is an active, powerful force that shapes every aspect of life. The island is a geological marvel, its interior dominated by a central mountain ridge covered in a thick blanket of tropical rainforest. This is a world of towering ferns, giant gomia trees, and a staggering biodiversity, including the rare and beautiful Saint Lucian parrot, the Amazona versicolor. This environment does not just invite exploration, it demands it. Hiking is a way to connect with the soul of the island. Trails lead through the rainforest to hidden waterfalls where you can cool off in natural pools, or up the slopes of the iconic Pitons for one of the most breathtaking views in the Caribbean. To walk these paths is to be immersed in the sights, sounds, and smells of the tropics, the call of the Zenaida dove, the scent of wild ginger, the springy feel of the damp earth underfoot. The coastline offers a different kind of natural wonder. From the dramatic black sand beaches of the volcanic southwest to the golden shores of the north, the island is fringed with beauty. The surrounding waters are home to vibrant coral reefs, particularly in the protected marine reserves around Anse Chastanet and Soufrière. These underwater gardens are a world of color and life. A paradise for snorkelers and divers. Life here is lived outdoors. The warm tropical climate means that the beach is a public park, the sea is a playground, and the mountains are a sanctuary. This deep, daily connection to the natural world fosters a profound appreciation for its beauty and a powerful sense of responsibility for its preservation. For all its natural, untamed beauty, Saint Lucia is a modern and connected society. A main coastal highway encircles the island, a lifeline that connects the major towns and villages. Driving this road is an experience in itself. It is a journey of sharp turns and steep inclines, a winding path that reveals stunning new vistas at every bend, a sudden breathtaking view of the sea, a picturesque village nestled in a valley, the majestic Pitons appearing and disappearing from view. While private cars are common, the public minibus system is the primary mode of transport for the majority of the population, an essential and vibrant part of daily life. For travel between islands, modern, high-speed ferries connect Saint Lucia to Martinique, Dominica, and Guadeloupe, reinforcing its position as a hub in the Eastern Caribbean. This blend of the traditional and the modern is a defining paradox of Saint Lucian life. It is entirely possible to live in a small, traditional village surrounded by rainforest and farmland, yet still have access to high-speed internet and be connected to the wider world. Healthcare is a mix of public hospitals and private clinics, and the education system provides a foundation for the island's youth. This unique combination allows St. Lucians to enjoy the peace, tranquility, and close-knit community of traditional island life without sacrificing the benefits and opportunities of the modern world. It is a carefully navigated balance, a testament to the island's ability to embrace the future while holding fast to its cultural roots. For the young people of Saint Lucia, growing up here offers a unique blend of immense natural freedom and a defined set of opportunities. Education is a high priority, with a strong public school system that prepares students for a connected world. However, for specialized higher education, many young St. Lucians must travel abroad, often to the United Kingdom, the United States, or other Caribbean nations to attend university. This period away from the island is a modern rite of passage. It is a chance to experience the wider world, gain new skills, and see their home from a different perspective. But the pull of home, the deep-seated connection to this unique place, is incredibly strong. Many choose to return after completing their studies, drawn back by the powerful bonds of family, the tight-knit community, and the unparalleled quality of life. They return with new ideas and global perspectives, contributing to the island's continuous evolution. The great challenge for Saint Lucia is to create enough diverse and challenging opportunities to keep its young, highly educated population at home. The tourism industry provides the most obvious career path, but a new generation is also forging its own way, starting small businesses, working in the growing financial sector, or using technology to create new opportunities. It is a delicate and ongoing balancing act, preserving the unique culture and cherished way of life while fostering the innovation and economic growth necessary to build a sustainable future for the next generation. The rhythm of day and night in Saint Lucia is a study in beautiful contrasts, a shift from productive work to communal relaxation. The daytime is filled with light, energy, and activity. The markets are bustling, the roads are busy with minibuses and delivery trucks, and the harbors are active with fishing boats and tourist catamarans. The energy is outward-focused, a reflection of a society at work, making a living from the land and the sea. As the sun begins to set, painting the sky in brilliant hues of orange and pink, a profound sense of calm descends. The fierce heat of the day softens into a warm, breezy evening, and the nightly chorus of tree frogs begins. This is when life turns inward, toward family, friends, and community. The workday ends, and the social day begins. In the villages, neighbors gather on their verandas to chat. In towns like Groseillet, the famous Friday night jump-up street party comes alive, a weekly celebration of food, music, and community. In the quieter bays, waterfront restaurants glow with warm, inviting light. The evenings are for connection, for sharing a meal, for listening to live music, and for simply enjoying the warm, fragrant night air. It is in this shared nightly calm that the strength of the community is restored, ready for the new day. Life in this Caribbean paradise is not without its significant challenges. The very geography that gives St. Lucia its beauty also brings formidable difficulties. The island lies in the heart of the hurricane belt, and the threat of powerful storms is a constant reality, a force that can devastate homes, infrastructure, and livelihoods in a matter of hours. The cost of living is a persistent pressure, driven by a heavy reliance on imported goods. The dependence on tourism, while economically vital, creates its own set of challenges. It makes the economy vulnerable to global events and can lead to a seasonal job market. There is also the constant complex task of balancing development with preservation. How does a small nation welcome a growing number of visitors without compromising the fragile ecosystems, the coral reefs, the rainforests, that attract them in the first place? How does it ensure that the economic benefits of tourism are shared equitably? And how does it maintain its unique and precious cultural identity in an age of overwhelming global influence? Furthermore, the migration of skilled young people to other countries in search of greater opportunities, a brain drain, presents an ongoing challenge to building a sustainable and diverse local economy. These are the vital questions that the people of Saint Lucia grapple with, thoughtfully and collectively, every single day. So why do people choose to stay? Why, in a world of seemingly limitless options, do they remain rooted in this small, volcanic island? The answers are as varied as the individuals themselves, but they often circle back to the same fundamental themes. They stay for the profound, unshakable sense of community, for the feeling of belonging to a place where people genuinely know and care for one another. They stay for the unparalleled safety, for the simple, priceless freedom to let their children roam and explore in a watchful, protective community. They stay for the peace, for the slower rhythm of life that allows for a deeper, more meaningful connection to oneself and to the natural world. In a world saturated with noise and distraction, Saint Lucia offers a rare and precious tranquility. And above all, they stay for the unbreakable connection to home, to a landscape that is not just a backdrop for their lives, but an integral part of their identity. It is a spiritual bond, a feeling that the land itself, the protective presence of the Pitons, the life-giving rainforest, the rhythm of the sea, is a part of their own being. It is a connection that is forged in the volcanic soil, in the warm Caribbean Sea, and in the shared, collective experience of living in a place of wild, dramatic, and enduring beauty. It is the feeling of having roots that run as deep as the mountains themselves. Saint Lucia exists in a delicate, beautiful, and constantly negotiated balance between a cherished past and an embraced future, between the untamed wildness of nature and the warmth of its close-knit communities, between a quiet resilience and a vibrant, joyful spirit. It is a place shaped by volcanic fire, by the rhythm of the trade winds, and by a deep and admirable strength. Here, life is not measured in grand events, but in the steady, dependable rhythm of the seasons, in the warmth of a shared meal, in the beat of a familiar song, and in the simple, profound beauty of the everyday. It is a living testament to the idea that in a world that is constantly speeding up, there is still a place and a deep human need for a life grounded in community, in culture, and in the quiet, authentic rhythm of a volcanic island.